Hi everyone. In this video, we will solve programs under the topic of absolute beginners today. And let's get started. In the first question, we are given with three numbers A, B and C and we are required to print the largest among these three numbers, where the three numbers are provided one below another in each separate lines. So here, we would follow an approach of declaring a for loop for getting the input of the three elements in three separate lines. We would append it using an array by using the append operation of each input, thus it would be stored in the array variable. So here we have to declare an array before declaring the for loop. In this program our objective is to print the largest number among these three numbers. So we print max of array, thus the largest element would be executed in the output. We could also achieve this test statements by using for loop and comparing each element of the array with each other, and thus we would print the maximum or the largest number amongst these three. And let's move to the next question. In the second program, we should just print the cube of the given integer value according to the given sample input and output. So we declare a variable n to get an input of the integer value and we print the cube of the number. Thus it achieves all the test cases passed. In the third question, we declare temperature to obtain the input value of the integer variable specified in the input. And the objective of this program is that we should output the obtained temperature in Fahrenheit. Thus the input temperature is of the form degree Celsius. Hence the formula to convert a temperature in Celsius to Fahrenheit is that Fahrenheit temperature should equal to 9 by 5 into temperature plus 32. So here we use the same formula where we simplify 9 by 5 into 1.8 and we multiply it with the input integer value of temperature in Celsius. Thus we store the formulated and modified Fahrenheit temperature in the variable Fahrenheit and we print the Fahrenheit and we round the decimal point up to two places which is specified in the question, and thus we print the output which passes all the test cases. Now let's move to the next question. In the fourth question, we are required to get an input of two integer values a and b and to print the sum of the two values such that we should round off the output to a single decimal place. So here we declare a and b as input of type int to obtain the input in the new and separate line. And in the print statement, we should round off the output to a single decimal place. As we have specified the input is as a type of integer, we are not required to round off it in the decimal value. Yet we declare the statement for simplicity and for the sake of execution of the program. Thus this program passes all the test cases and we will move to the fifth question. In the sixth question, we are required to get the length and breadth of a rectangle in two separate lines as mentioned in the sample input, and we should print the area of the rectangle. We know that the area of the rectangle is length into breadth, hence we declare a and b as an input variable of type int to get the input of the value mentioned in two separate lines. The question states that we have to round off the answer to the first decimal place if required, but we are using int type variables, yet we would use the round operation for the case of execution and print the area which is length into breadth. Thus we round off this product of two variables to a single decimal place and thus we would print the output. After all test cases has been passed, let's move to the sixth question. In the sixth question, we should find the area of the equilateral triangle, where the formula to compute the area of the equilateral triangle is given in the question, and the side of the triangle should be obtained using the input value a of type integer. Here we are given with the formula to find the area of equilateral triangle, which is 1 by 4 multiplied to root 3 a square. Here we would represent the value of 1 by 4 as 0.25. We further multiply it to the square root of 3, which we mention using 3 to the power of 0.5, and we further multiply it to the side square. Hence we found the area. and we are further required to round the area up to 2 decimal points. Hence, we use the round function in the print statement for the value of area, comma 2. Thus, we would round up to 2 decimal points, and thus this would execute and pass all the test cases. Now, let's move on to the next question. In the seventh question, we are provided with an input value n, and we should find the nth term of the series which is given below. If we keenly notice the series, it is just a square of each of the number present in the natural number. For example, if we take 4, the square of 4 is 16, hence the fourth element is 16. Thus, we get the input as a value n of type integer, and we just print the square of the given number. Thus, this would be executed and would pass all the test cases. In the eighth question, we should find the factorial of the given number n, which they had mentioned it is a positive integer value. So we declare n as an integer variable, and we declare a for loop for the numbers ranging from 1 comma the number itself, that is n plus 1. Thus it would cover the range of elements from 1 to the number itself without excluding the number n. And we declare another variable product which should be equal to 1. This product variable is a factorial of the given number, where we would increment this variable using the asterisk operation by multiplying product to each element within the range of the numbers up to n. Hence we declare product asterisk is equal to y, and we print the product, which should print the factorial of the given number. So we will move on to the next question. In the ninth question, we should write a code to print the given element 5 times below each other. Thus, we declare a as an integer value to get the input of the given number, and we declare a for loop for printing the inputted variable 5 times, one below another. Thus, we submit this code and it passes all the test cases. In the 10th and final question of this video, we should get a value and print it into its respective meter and centimeter. So here everyone knows the conversion from kilometer to meter and centimeter, right? Hence in the first print statement we print the conversion of kilometer to meter, where we multiply 1000 with the inputted value. And in the second print statement we multiply 10,000, or we multiply 100 to the previous value, as 1 meter equals 100 centimeter. Hence, this statement should pass all the test cases and our program would be executed. That's it for today. And if you had faced any problems or issues during solving these programs, please check the program code available below in the description. Thanks, and we will meet in another video.